Explosive barrels. I mean, it wouldn't be a first-person shooter without them, right? Since Doom, they've been a staple of the genre. So of course I needed some in my game. I'd already created a working blood and giblet system, so I got to work adding in a simple explosive barrel that complemented it perfectly. It's always satisfying shooting a nearby barrel to turn a bad guy into a pile of bloody meat. I always liked how games like the Halo franchise featured different types of environmental explosions, plasma, etc. And in keeping with the classic retro first-person shooters, I wanted to implement an environmental damage system as well. I figured why not incorporate the two, get them both working with my barrels. I decided on 3 barrel types. Got your standard explosive, a toxic biohazard barrel, and finally a power cell / electricity damage type. For the models, I just reskinned my explosive barrel model to save me having to remodel each barrel. I set up a simple switch in the assets so I could contain all the scripting in one single barrel asset. And then I worked on the actual effects for the electricity and the biohazard type. This took a little bit of time, but once I was happy with how they were looking, I hooked these up to work with the respective barrels. In terms of scripting, I wanted each damage type to have a slightly different effect. For the biohazard, when the barrel explodes, it uses this toxic sludge. Any contact with the sludge deals 5 points of damage per second to the enemies. For the electricity, I didn't want it to linger as long, but if an enemy is being electrocuted and stands close to another enemy, the electricity will arc and both enemies will be damaged until the electrocution effect wears off. Of course, these damage types and effects affect the player as well. In order to communicate this better, I changed the color of the screen overlay that happens when you take damage, so it reflects the type of damage you are receiving. That's about it for this update. Thanks for watching, and I'll leave you with this.